This is a car. This is a BMW. And this, it's the best daily that money can buy. Welcome to Drivers. Damn it, the key, again. What a horrible engine bay. Look at this thing. It's horrible. So first thing first, we are gonna clean it. Let's clean this beauty. What a disgusting engine bay. Water. And with the engine bay clean, we are finally gonna be ready to work on the car. It's so much better to work when everything is clean. There is no dirt, no mess, no grease, anything. And in the meantime, today we are gonna working on the Mini, so it's gonna be for sure a fun day. So let's start. All good. Bianca, it's entering. With the car inside the garage, now it's time to set up the quick jack. Next time, Claudio, make them ready before you put the car inside the garage, okay? Idiot. Okay, we got a problem. Now, those quick jacks are not long enough to cover the length of the car. As we can see, there is this pad that in one side match the car right there, but if we check the other side, we can see that there is quite a bit of a difference. One pad is there and the other pad is over there. So yeah, they are too short, and we are gonna order the quick jack extension to be able to lift the car. So for now, we have to go on the plan B. Plan B. Say hello to my car ramp. I'm gonna put one in this direction and one in the opposite. Perfetto. And now we are finally ready to do an oil change. Kind of disgusting. It's black. It doesn't smell bad. And now check this out. Look how beautiful is this engine bay. Amazing. Remove the engine cover. Loose the oil filter. Loose the oil cap, and here we can see that there is more oil coming out. This is what we are using for this oil change. We have some cheap oil for the flashing, and then we are gonna have the shell rotella that we are gonna be using for the engine oil. Let's start putting the oil for the first flashing. We are just gonna be using with the oil, no engine flashing, just the regular oil. More shaking, and add more oil until we reach about 7.5 liters. Remove the funnel, put back the oil cap, oil filter, and now we can start the engine and let it run for about 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes, we can shut the engine off. Lose the filter. Loose the oil cap, loose the drain plug, and drain the disgusting oil again, collecting a sample for later on. I'm keeping a fresh sample that I want to compare to the ones that I'm flashing for the car to see how they look. And now we can put a fresh oil and do another flush. Again, 7.5 liter. Remove the funnel, put the cap back on, turn the beast on and let it idle for about 15 minutes. This time the oil looks a little bit cleaner than before. Collecting another sample, losing the oil filter, and we can see more oil coming out. Woo! With the engine flush done, now we can start replacing the filter and see how it looks, the old one. Clean the filter housing. Remove the old gasket, which was disgusting. Grab the new filter. Remove the other gasket. Come on, you bastard. Wow. Gasket number 1. Let's put some oil on the new gasket before installing it. Gasket number 2. Put some oil. Number 3. Same thing on this one. The old filter doesn't look that bad. It has 7,000 miles or 10,000 kilometers. Okay, we can put the new one in. Perfect. Oil drain plug with new crush washer installed. Torqued to 25 Newton meter. Let's clean a little bit. And we are ready for the final oil change. Funnel. Some shaking. Add another 2.5 liter and we should be good to go. One thing that I really like about the E70 is that it still has the oil dip stick, which is this little guy over here. And this is a feature that is completely extincted in modern car. Okay, we are perfectly right at the top. With the engine running, we are gonna recycle the old oil and make sure that you bring it to the recycling facility. You don't wanna throw it away where it's not needed. At a certain point I had a thought. How about if I turn the quick jack on the other way around? Are they gonna be long enough to lift the car? So I decided to give it a try, and the result is no, they are still too short. So I decided to cut some wood and I'm taking some measurement. We need to cut some wood. After a trip to the local Home Depot, I got some wood plank for the project. cutting. And we are done. The planks are done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using those. I'll figure out once I receive the quick jack extension. So in the meantime, they are ready to go. I don't want to use them alone. I made it in a way that we are gonna fit the rubber over there, and this piece of wood and the other piece of wood is gonna slide right there inside the quick jack, so they are not moving around at all, and they are gonna be as stable as possible. Finally, I got the package that I was waiting for. I'm so happy. I tried to raise up in the air Bianca's couple of times. I failed, okay? So in the end, I got the quick jack extension. Those are made by Quick Jack, which is the same manufacturer that make those two guys over there. So the plan is installing the extension, and hopefully the extension are gonna be big and long enough to lift the car in the air. If not, then we are gonna use my wood plank. In that case, my wood plank are gonna be much safer to use because are gonna be sitting at the end of the extension. So the place where the car is jacked up, it's gonna be supported. But let's get it done, let's get started. Unbox, assembly, move those stuff on the side. Bianca has to come inside, and finally I can start working on that. I don't wanna say what I think about that car. Anyway, let's start! Okay, finally I can unbox. Let's go. Let's cut this guy. So this should go right here. Oh yeah, perfect. And this should go right there. All right, so let's have a look at this thing. Have these two tabs, one here and one there, and they just slide inside, and it's perfect. So now let's see if it works with the car. Hopefully, I'm positive. Okay, we got a problem. I tried to fit down on the car, and unfortunately, they are just an inch shorter. The plan now is to use the wood plank that I made the last time. First, let's put this back on. Okay, it's gonna be very easy. We just have to unbolt this. Now it's gonna be pretty easy. We can just screw this guy over here, this guy over there, and we should be fine. So this is done. Okay, done. Out with the no sense. Well, I think that now we are really ready to go. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy. Let's bring the car in. Hello. Ready? Ciao Bianca, finalmente. We are in. Good job, Bianca. Now, before lifting the car, I want to break loose the lug nuts, so then I don't have to use the impact gun, which I'm not a big fan of. So we use the breaker bar, extension, and the 17mm. I like to get the lug nuts loose before lifting the car in the air. I'm not a huge fan of using the impact gun. I know that there is nothing wrong to it, it's just my habit, and I don't have any rush when I do my job, so I like to take my time and do the stuff the way I like. Okay, ready? Let's connect the hoses. And now we are finally ready to lift the car. Ok, so Asad. No, ancora no, mo mi vai a mangiare qualcosa.
Wow, le 2:30.
Mo vado, ma... Removing the tires. Damn it. Okay, the car is lifted, tires are removed, and now we can start checking. Okay, the upper control arm seems to be in pretty good shape. This is an OEM BMW. I don't know if it's the OEM one, I mean the one that came with the car, or if it has been replaced. The sway bar link, the ball joint, they seems to be good. Brakes, visually they seems to be okay, but we are gonna change them because the car is shaking a lot when you brake after 100 km/h. And here we can start seeing some leak that we can investigate when we go underneath the car. Okay, we can move on the back. Even here visually the ball joint, bushings, they seems to be fine. They are pretty solid, no play. Let's check this side. Same thing, the sway bar links, they looks very nice. The upper arm looks nice. No leaks from the shocks. Springs are fine. Sometimes those springs they break, they snap. Usually they snap around there where you cannot see it, but these are fine. These ball joints are looking nice. Same thing for the bushing. Let's see if there is any play. Nope, they're pretty solid. Come on, light, work with me. No play at all. Probably we need some rear pads. Rotor are fine. And now let's take a look how the car is underneath. Okay, let's grab the light. So the first thing that we can see is that there is a pretty big oil leak from that side. We are gonna remove the belly pan and see from where the leaking is coming. Let's check the rear diff. Rear diff is pretty dry, there are no leaks whatsoever. CV boots seems to be okay. This side are fine. Ball joints are fine. Sway bar links, they looks nice. Sway bar bushings, yeah, there are some cracks. We can replace those. Let's check the big bushing that is for the rear cross member. They are fine. Thank God they are fine. They are a pain to replace. Even here, sway bar bushing are fine. Ball joints are fine. Lower control arm bushings, they seems to be fine. We are gonna check if there is any extra play, but otherwise the car seems to be in pretty good shape. Even here, no leaks from the shocks. The brake lines are fine. I mean, they are very pliable. Yeah, overall the car is pretty good shape. That doesn't need too much. We are gonna replace the transmission fluid because only God knows when was the last time that was replaced. Then of course we are investigating the oil leak. We are gonna replace the front brakes, rotors and pads, rear pads, do the alignment because the car has an horrible alignment, and I'll show you why. The inside part of the rear tire is so worn out that you can clearly see the steel inside, so those tires are gone. Change the oil, and that's all. Then we are gonna replace the, of course, air filter, cabin filter. Doesn't need too much. So now let's start removing the belly pans and see where this oil leak is coming from. Come on. Come on. What a bastard. Here is loose, is loose, is loose, is loose. Here is loose. Okay. There is quite a bit of crap here. Let's see if we can find where the leak is coming from. So seems that it's coming from the pipe that goes to the intercooler. Okay, let's remove even this other pan. Fine. Okay, it's time to take the sergeant. Fine. Okay. Bunch of oil. More crap. Let's see if we can see something better. Okay, there is the leaks that seems that is coming from the oil pan gasket, but I'm 99% sure that is not coming from there. I'm pretty sure that this is the oil that is leaking from the intercooler pipe, and when the cars move with the wind, gets pushed all the way to the back. Time now to remove the transmission belly pan. I'm getting a bit of a shower from the AC water. And this is the oil pan gasket for the transmission. This is the transmission oil pan, which is made by ZF, which is the OEM manufacturer. and I'm 99% sure that this is the original pan with the filter, along with the fluid that came with the car, was brand new and has never been replaced. Now what happened? I was ready to remove the transmission pan, and there are some bolts that are buried underneath a cross member. Now, in order to remove the oil pan, I have to make some sort of custom tool, something that I can fit over there. So right now I'm gonna buy some tool that I can sacrifice. I mean, I could cut one of the T40 and probably welded into a 6 or 7 millimeter wrench, so then I will be able to remove the transmission bolt those are the new ones. So I just need something that fit over there and can clear the space between the oil pan and the cross member. We found that there is an oil leak, that it's coming somewhere from between the turbo, the intercooler. It can be anything. We will investigate that one. Tomorrow we are gonna replace the brakes, and we are gonna do the alignment. I sprayed with the penetration fluid all the components that need to be adjusted. Here on the back, this is to adjust the camber. Underneath over there, that is to adjust the toe. So they are soaking right now, and hopefully they are gonna break loose easily. One thing that I found is this big bushing is cracked and has lots of play, so we are gonna remove it on both sides and change it. Okay, so now that we are done with the oil flushing, I want to compare how it looks, the brand new oil to the first flush and to the second flush. If we look at those two, they seem to be identical, but they are not. So we are going to use this clean piece of paper and see how the three of them are looking. Okay, let's clean this. First flush, it's black. Oh yeah. Let's clean it, and now let's check the third one. Yeah, as we can see, the third one is way cleaner. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that there is a big difference between the three oil. This one is brand new and is super clear. This one on the right is the last flush that we did, and this is the first one. So yeah, okay. Now we are gonna be opening the oil filter that we removed from the car. I already inspected and seems to be okay. We are just opening, cutting, and see how it looks. Let's cut this filter. Okay, the filter has been cut, and we can start checking how it is. And I cannot see anything bad. It's just black because of the oil, of course, because it's an oil filter. So did this job properly, and even because it's coming from a diesel engine, which are notorious for making the oil dirtier and way darker than the equivalent gas engine. So yeah, I can say that there is nothing to worry about. Oh my god. It's time for a coffee. Wow, oh my god, it feels good. It's too bad that you guys cannot try it. Anyway, I'm done for today. I didn't do as much as I wanted. In the end, I was only able to do an oil change, which is ridiculous, but it took so long to lift that car. That was insane. This is why I don't like to work with SUVs. Everything is more complicated, take more time, take more space. So anyway, next time we are gonna be replacing the transmission fluid that I wanted to do now, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do it. Brakes, suspension, do the alignment, and I mean, the car already drives very nice. What else? Nothing. I'm tired. I'm going home, finishing a coffee, and you know what? Thank you very much for watching. See you on Drivers and the next time. Ciao.